Angel Durr, and I am literally the biggest cheapskate in Texas.
Some people see dumpster diving as like a sport. I don't see it that way. I just see it as something I have to do in order to get what I want for the price that I'm willing to pay, which is nothing. One of the main things that I look for when I go dumpster diving now are medications, especially prenatal vitamins. I research all medications before I take them, and I've been doing this a very long time. Don't try this at home.
By foraging through dumpsters behind pharmacies and hospitals, 25-year-old Angel Durr has managed to save more than $350 on vitamins and medications over the course of her 8-month pregnancy.
Angel is always excited to find, like, medicine in the dumpster. They're so hard to find, and they're so expensive.
It's folic acid, which is good for pregnancy.
I cannot believe that Angel dumpster dives for meds.
No, that's not even safe. That's way too extreme for me.
We recently bought a house, primarily because of the fact that we were about to have a child.
We got this house because it was an ex-frat house. It was in horrible condition.
And it had a funky odor, to say the least. I mean, it was a party house.
Angel and Orlando have both renovated and furnished the 3,400 square foot home without spending a single penny.
People that come to our house, we make a point to say, hey, that came out of a dumpster. And then usually people are kind of taken aback, but at the same time, they're kind of like, oh, wow. Who finds an 8-foot buffet table for nothing? I mean, it's an awesome find, and I think it's something that is not only usable, but it's a conversation piece. When I get into a dumpster now, it's basically like second nature. Like, I'm able to just, almost like a bloodhound, I can smell a good item in there, and I already know before I even enter whether or not I'm gonna find something amazing. For me, dumpster diving, I'm not in the minor leagues. I'm in the big leagues. We've been doing this in my family for 60+ years. So we know what we're doing. We've been passing it down from generations.
My mother did it. I did it. She was a child of depression. Everything has a purpose. Angel seems to love it. She enjoys it. It's like a rush for her.
She told me, I find stuff in the dumpster, it's like Christmas. I thought about it, and I was like, man, it is kind of like Christmas, because you get all this free stuff.
While most expectant parents can spend around $5,000 furnishing a new nursery, Angel and Orlando have collected the same pieces for free.
We found a lot of different furniture that we're gonna be using in the nursery, and it's actually a complete set that we've managed to get out of dumpsters. Getting a crib from the dumpster is just like anything else I get from the dumpster. I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna sanitize it, I'm gonna make sure it's safe before I let my baby even set foot in it. Orlando and I are going to the paint store to try to get as many free samples as we can in order to finish the nursery. Me and Orlando have been doing this a long time, so we've already hit up a lot of places.
Hello.
Being pregnant kind of gives me a one-up on Orlando.
What size nursery are you painting?
I'd say it's a pretty standard size room.
Okay, so you'll need a couple of gallons. We have some samples here.
So how much are your samples?
We have samples for $2.99.
$2.99. I'd like to work with you on that. How about free $99?
Free $99?
How do you feel about that? Free?
If you're gonna buy a couple of gallons of paint, maybe we can work out something.
Okay. But I wouldn't be buying any today.
Today. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Or the next day.
Okay. Well, I guess just a couple.
Okay.
It is kind of unusual for someone to haggle over a small sample of paint. But she was a very nice lady, and she was decorating a nursery, so thought I would help her out.
I approached it like I approached every situation. I just, was nice and sweet. And I always think that you get more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar. So obviously it worked. I wonder if there's anything in here.
The first year of a baby's life can typically cost new parents upwards of $12,000. But for cheapskate mom-to-be Angel Durr, spending this kind of money is simply out of the question.
Oh, Percy.
They got a stroller in here, ain't
Really?
The most important thing right now is for us to get a breast pump, but I'm not about to pay for it because it can cost $200.
Spend $200 on a breast pump. If somebody else could build it, I could build it. So why not make it myself, you know?
What about this plastic thing down here?
This thing?
Yeah, put that in the bag.
What about this little one?
Yeah, that looks good. You think you could do something with that?
What about this?
Maybe.
When I saw those two, I gave myself a chuckle because I have no idea what they're going to end up doing with that stuff, but I wish them the best of luck.
Look like we got some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I found some interesting pieces to build the breast pump. I think it's gonna work out pretty well.
Now it's just up to Orlando to put it together.
After cleaning and sterilizing all his materials and doing some extensive research on the internet, Orlando starts working on the breast pump.
Oh, I'm gonna use the air pump, basically a bicycle pump.
I don't think I would want my daughter using it.
I want this thing to work. It's free milk. Nothing's better than free.
I think if anyone should use it, it should be him first. We'll test it out on him before, you know, anything.
I think I did it.
In the nursery, Angel puts the finishing touches on the painting, having used 42 free samples and saving $126.
There's no telling how she'll react. That depends on how I feel. This is my Orlando 3000, ready for action. If it hurts, I'll probably be sleeping on the couch.
Wow. I can't believe you actually got it to work.
Angel and Orlando, they will always go to incredible extremes to save a dollar.
I don't see Angel ever stopping. She's gonna be just like this, and you know, at 25, she's gonna be like this at 75.
It doesn't really matter how much money I make. I'm always going to feel like my money is something sacred and something that I'm going to be choosy about what I spend it on.
Even when me and Angel are 60, 70 years old, I feel like we're still gonna dumpster dive.